Everybody told me you can't build a business in a town of 4,000 people. They said there just aren't enough customers, that growth really only happens in big cities, and that small town ideas just stay small. And they were absolutely wrong because I built a multi-million dollar business right here in a small town without leaving, without investors, and without waiting on anyone to hand me an opportunity. And I'm not the exception. I just built it differently. If you live in a small town, you can too. When I was younger, I thought that business success belonged to other people, people with connections, people who lived near big cities and big markets, people who had teams and resources and money. And I didn't really have any of that. What I did have was a small metal building in a town of 4,000 people, a few tools and machines, and a crazy idea that I could sell custom products, signs, and stuff online. We didn't even have the best internet speeds at first. And half the time, our biggest challenge was internet bandwidth. But we started anyways. Now, I learned design, I built a website, and I started listing products. And at first, it was slow. We sold a handful of signs each week, mostly to people that we knew, just kind of here in our small town. But then something changed. I realized that what we were doing was what every other small town business did. We relied on word of mouth, waiting on people to discover us. And that's when it hit me. Waiting is not a strategy. So I started learning digital marketing. I learned how to run Facebook ads. And when I say run ads, I don't just mean spending thousands of dollars a day. I mean, you could spend 10, 20, 30, $50 a day. $10 a day could turn into thousands of people seeing your products. And those people will turn into customers. And those customers can turn into repeat customers and fans who come back again and again and again. And so this was like flipping a light switch for me. All of a sudden, our small town didn't limit us anymore because on the internet, our audience isn't just the people down the street, but it's anyone, anywhere who believes in what you're doing. Now, that business eventually grew to be over 70 employees, millions in annual revenue, and products sold in stores around the country like Walmart and Home Goods, and all from a town that most people could never find on a map. Now, this experience changed how I saw small towns forever, and it proved something very, very important. You don't have to leave where you live to build something big. You just have to build something that travels beyond your zip code. Now, years later, I opened a PJ's Coffee in another town of only about 15,000 people. And everybody kind of said the same thing again. Is that going to work? Big coffee chains don't really work in small towns. People here aren't going to pay that much for gourmet coffee. Drive-through coffee, that's not necessarily going to be the best fit for this town. And I had heard it all. But I already learned my lesson before. Don't take advice from people who have never done what you're trying to do. A lot of them are just naysayers. So we did it our way. We listened to what the community actually wanted, and we hyped it up for almost a year before opening. We posted updates. We built a lot of buzz and hype. We showed behind the scenes progress. And by the time that we opened, people were counting down the days to where they could get their hands on our products. And on opening day, we broke the franchise system record, over $6,000 in sales in one day in a town of 15,000 people. Now, that wasn't luck. That was attention, anticipation, and a system. And that's the truth. Most small town entrepreneurs never get told. You don't have a small audience problem, but you have an invisible problem. People can't buy from you if they don't even know you exist. And the answer isn't just another flyer or billboard or radio or newspaper ad. It's learning how to get attention and the right attention and to own it. So when you run Facebook ads the right way and connect them to a simple lead magnet or email list, you stop renting attention. You start owning it. You have an asset. I'm not talking about complicated funnels or corporate jargon or tech heavy systems. I'm talking about a single ad that says something authentic, like, hey, if you like this offer, you can grab it here. This ad is going to collect an email. That email becomes a relationship, and that relationship can eventually become a sale. And it really is that simple. If I had to start from scratch in a town of just 4,000 people today, here's exactly what I would do. Step one, I would pick one clear offer that people already want. Step two, I would build a simple landing page that gives them something valuable, like a lead magnet, a coupon, a guide, something that helps them now, something that gives them value. Step three, I would run a $10 or $20 Facebook ad that promotes that thing. And then step four, I would collect emails and show up weekly with stories, tips, and other things. And that's it. You don't have to go viral. You don't need a big following. But you need a system that turns local attention into owned traffic. You want to own it. And here's the thing, once you have that system, you can use it anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're selling coffee, t shirts, real estate, home services, doesn't matter. The principle is the same. Own your audience, stop renting it. Because once you own it, no one can take it away from you. Not a platform, not an algorithm, not even a bad month in business. That's what real independence looks like. And that's how you build something that lasts, especially in a small town. So if you're ready to start doing that, I actually made something for you, and it's called the Small Town Startup Blueprint. Now, this is the exact same system that I used to grow my businesses from just a metal building into millions of dollars in sales, and from an empty building into a record breaking coffee shop. It'll show you how to run your first ad, build your first list, and create a system that works even while you sleep. So click the link below in the description. You can grab it for free and take it and use it, because you don't just need a bigger town, but you need a better plan. And when you finally build it, the same people who said that you can't do that here, they'll be the first ones asking how you did that here.